Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not getting up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Keeping it on the ground here. Running with purpose. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And we're going to throw now on 1st down. He's running out of time here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And moves the ball to the 35, another first down.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on a 3rd down conversion.
Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
It's a quick grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for a first and goal from the 8.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype for this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. The Rams come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now they run the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Oh, the ball comes loose.
Well, the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball, and their eyes lit up trying to get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these design runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight, keep that ball close to his body, or they're going to turn it over every time.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quick catch over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
Team on now for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Pitch play to the back. Oh, look at the quick cut. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to a 40.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And the Rams lining up here on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next-level speed.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The back's got it. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be under.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain and spot the ball at the 34. The Rams looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. And the Rams pick up enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive,
how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Breaking tackles. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Rams getting set on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Rams are in the red zone. He'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Offense in hurry-up mode. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And the same runners got it again. They prevent the touchdown ball. We spotted at the 3. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out. And it's blocked. The kick was low. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rams will kick this away to begin the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's going to hand this off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Receiver makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He makes the grab. The tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. And now the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Here's a target, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Now the important point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not quite through. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to throw it on first down. Signs a quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Rams will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Handoff to the back. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Oh, and he fumbles! And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The Rams will line up on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And there's the handoff. Running through the tackle. Look at that powerful running. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Rams. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run or the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
This is why they're in the playoffs, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Powers through. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A quick juke. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Kentucky. This quarterback on fire today. Well, he escapes, Kurt, extends the play. That was just a thing of beauty.
What a great job of just getting out of the pocket and staying calm when it looked like nothing was there. He scrambled, found the open receiver downfield, just like we've seen so many times from this guy on film.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. Handoff to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Good enough for first down yardage.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle was finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. They need some important yards here in 3rd down. A field goal try here will be from 59 yards out. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs here. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. There's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Defense trying to hold up here. Play number 12 on the drive. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Rams line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Can he make it to the marker? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this 3rd down. But he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Touchdown, Rams. To take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. They got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.